Hi guy, welcome to B&B Spoilers and News channel. Today we will talk about The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update on Tuesday, September 29th, teases that Hope Spencer will be a source of support for Thomas Forrester. Thomas will receive updates on all of Steffy's latest drama, including the explosion with the knife and the intervention that is going on. Part of Thomas might want to rush out and be there for Steffy, but Hope could suggest that too many people would be overwhelming. Liam Spencer, Ridge Forrester, and Dr. John Finnegan are already trying to get to Steffy at the cliff, so they've figured it out. Thomas will need some time to figure out how bad things are going anyway. This news of the addiction will hit Thomas hard and make him wish he had seen warning signs before now. Of course, Thomas can play the blame game a bit. Steffy's pain clearly goes beyond mere physicality, it also involves the emotional pain of losing Liam and being shaken by him for so long. Thomas might think Liam is the real source of Steffy's problems, but Hope could argue that getting Steffy's help is all that matters. The goal is to help Steffy move forward, not to dwell on what happened in the past. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that Thomas will be choked by the agony of his sister and the hard battle that awaits him. Fortunately, Hope will be there to reassure Thomas and remind him of Steffy's fighting spirit. Once Steffy admits she has a problem, Hope will have no doubts that Steffy can get her life back and return to her old self. Meanwhile, Steffy will receive another round of hard love from three important men in her life. Ridge, Liam, and Finn will continue to do everything in their power to put Steffy on the right track. Steffy has just screamed that she needs her pills and seems to realize how out of control she is. It will take a little more encouragement, but Finn will convince Steffy to admit that she is addicted. BB Spoilers says this will be a positive first step towards Steffy's recovery. Although it is a long and difficult process, Steffy will know that she is not alone. Finn, Liam, and Ridge will make sure Steffy has some help getting started on this journey. Steffy can agree to rehab and promise to do whatever it takes to get better, both for herself and for Kelly Spencer. At the cottage, Liam and Hope discuss doing something good for Donna, who was watching the children again. Hope didn't know where to start to discuss everything that had happened with Steffy. Liam said he knew something was wrong, but he hadn't thought Steffy would go. He said she was in no condition to take care of Kelly. Hope replied that they would keep Kelly safe. Safe from his own mother. How did we get here? Liam wondered. He was angry with himself for not seeing the issues Steffy had had with the pills. Hope said Steffy didn't want him to see, and that's how addiction works. Hope was grateful that she put the pieces together before it was too late. Finn has arrived. He had arrived as fast as he could and asked what it was. Mockingly, Liam claimed he shouldn't have to break the news to Finn, who should have seen it already. Hope rolled her eyes. Liam said he was sorry, but it was true. Finn shouldn't be Steffy's doctor if he had a crush on her. Finn told Liam that, with all due respect, Finn could say that it was not appropriate for Liam to be so invested in Steffy's personal life when Liam had a wife and family of his own. Finn asked why he was called there. Otherwise, I have things to do, Finn explained. Liam said something important had happened to Steffy medically, and Finn had missed it. Finn replied that his well-being was his top priority and he asked what the problem was. Later, Finn didn't know what to say. He mumbled that Steffy had used with Kelly in the house. He was shocked. Liam said the baby monitor was there, but Steffy would not have heard it in his state. Liam described how he found the pills and couldn't believe Finn had spent all this time with Steffy but didn't know she was self-medicating. Apparently it does, Finn replied. Liam thought that should have said something to Finn, and Finn should have recused himself. Hope interrupted Liam and said that kind of talk didn't help Steffy. Finn asks how Steffy reacted when Liam found the pills. Liam claimed Steffy had tried to minimize her use and said she would just take a couple of times every now and then to get through a rough patch. Liam said he brought Kelly home with him. Finn worried. Finn didn't disagree with what Liam had done, but Finn feared that taking Steffy's child could cause a huge emotional setback. Recalling what happened with Beth, Finn said taking Kelly could cause Steffy to feel the need to use her even more. Finn asked if anyone had spoken to Steffy that day. Hope and Liam said they spoke to Ridge, who spent the night with her daughter. Finn asked why Liam had referred to Steffy in this way. Finn was shocked to learn from Liam and Hope that Steffy, who was not herself, had pulled a knife at them. Liam said lying, covering up in anger was not Steffy. He also mistook Kelly for Steffy, because he knew that Steffy would never forgive himself if Kelly had been injured while Steffy was watching. Finn understood this but feared the separation would increase Steffy's use. Finn wondered if he could join Steffy and make up for what he had missed right in front of him. He felt bad about it and said Liam had been right to call him. Liam felt that they all needed to get together and convince Steffy to get the help she needed. Hope feared her presence would do more harm than good. Liam said that he and Finn agreeing on something might make an impression, especially since Liam hadn't been a fan of Finn. Hope wished them luck and the men left. At the cliff, Steffy dragged herself out of her room as if on her way to the nursery. She was surprised to see that Ridge was still there. Ridge hadn't thought it would be good to leave her alone after what had happened the day before. He asked what she was feeling. Steffy said he knew how she felt. Hope and Liam stole my baby, she asserted. Ridge said Hope and Liam looked after Kelly until Steffy was able to. Steffy guessed that Ridge thought she was a bad mother. In Ridge's opinion, Steffy was the most amazing parent he knew, when she wasn't on painkillers. He understood why she had taken them, but they weren't helping anymore. Instead, they were dragging her deeper into a place she didn't want to be, and she had to stop for the sake of the little girl who needed Steffy. Steffy thought Ridge was hissing out of proportion. She was not an addict, controlled by drugs. She admitted to taking a few pain pills, but said if she was addicted she would have hidden it. But here I am. Open book, she said. Ridge thought Steffy was in denial, and she joked that speaking my truth was being denied as a symptom of addiction. He wasn't an expert, but he knew you couldn't solve it until you admitted the problem. Okay, Steffy said she had a problem and it was without her daughter. Ridge assumed Steffy was playing her warrior role again. He knew she had had some rough times in life, and it had been made worse by the fact that Bill was leaving her in a world of pain with the accident. He understood why she depended on a pill to get through the day. Steffi claimed she was not addicted, and she believed Ridge was joining Hope and Liam's program to steal Kelly the same way they stole Phoebe. Ridge said that was not happening. Insisting that it was, Steffi said Liam took Kelly and gave her to Hope. Ridge reiterated that Liam and Hope were taking care of the baby just like Ridge was trying to take care of her baby. Steffi refused to be considered her baby. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe.